Thank you.
Yes.
So 20-second question. So there is a training to displace or shift the time that is actually following and the time in consciousness. For example, I train my brain to replay an image from 1 second ago. And since I started doing this training, I have been seeing deja vu more frequently. If I continue this training, will it loosen the time frame?
Yes, you will go into temporal dilation, which is a state of mind that causes time to essentially seem non-existent. So it can root you into the present moment very strongly. It can also really dissolve the illusion of past and future. And furthermore, it can also get to a point where time seems to freeze. It can put you into a state where it actually seems as if you are in a reality where nothing moves. For a moment, it will be as if things are frozen. That can also be created as a side effect here. This has to do with essentially your brain processing the past, present, and future all at once. And when that happens, it can actually be like the pause button is hit in terms of external and internal time. Yes.
Thank you. So 23rd question. Some people say that it is possible to time leap from a slumbering state to sleep, but is it possible to time leap even if I am not lucid dreaming?
Of course. Yes. We were saying earlier, it might not be as powerful. If you're lucid dreaming, you're not operating with the same level of limitation that you are when you're physical. When you're lucid dreaming, if you have a lot of skill, you're capable of creating bigger and more powerful effects on that level than you would be able to if you were still bound by your body. But if you are awake and you're using your body, you can still create a time leap, but the effect may be more mild. It might not be as dramatic. It might be more like this, yes? For example, the channel is not really lucid dreaming in the way that many of you think of lucid dreaming, but through the channel relaxing, the time leap is still able to take place, but it's more casual. Yes, it's more just information transference rather than him completely jumping into my world. We're just sharing ideas. And this is an example of a mild time leap. So this can be done while awake, yes, and you can use it to receive energy and information from other dimensions that you simultaneously exist upon.
Yep.
Yes.
So 24th question. How can I make it easier to shift into the parallel world I want? For example, I would like to know how to make a parallel shift so that, for example, a disease that had not been cured before is suddenly cured, or a debt that someone had been carrying is no longer there, or something else that is not a fantasy, but it's so clear that someone can see it clearly.
Yes, this is all possible, absolutely. Yes, the more powerful you become, the more of a say you have in your collective reality. If you become so powerful that you are essentially an avatar of the source on earth, just as Jesus was an avatar of the source, yes? If you become an avatar of the source, then what you think, what you project, what you believe happens. And it happens in bigger and bigger and bigger ways the more powerful you get. That's what the splitting prism is. When we talk about the splitting prism of parallel realities, what makes that prism split is all of you recognizing you can create your own world. So now you're all creating in your own unique ways, and that's what actually creates the split. You're all creating your own perfected universes as you split further and further apart. And then eventually all of these universes will come back together. All of these different realities, once they have been purified, will come back together as one reality. Yes, that is what the splitting prism is, and that's how it shall end. all of these different timelines that have gotten so far apart, so different, so divergent, will now find a common point that allows them all to come together. Thanks. We have time for one more question.
Okay, so the final quick question is, could you give us advice or message for someone who is going to try to make a time leap?
Well, we've given quite a bit of that already. So think of all the things we've said earlier in this recording. Listen back. That's key here. The number one thing we would say is really ask yourself why you wish to make the time leap, and is that really what you need to do? Just get in touch with that. What's the root of your desire? Why do you want the time leap? What does it represent to you? What do you think you will get from it? Why do you think it will help you? How do you think it will improve your life? And then look at all those things and ask yourself, is it the best way to get those things done? Or is there another way? Is there another path? Is there something simpler? Is there something more immediate that I could access that can do those things? And if so, we would recommend act on those things. Now, if it is your greatest excitement truly to open up such a portal and to make such a jump permanently, well, we would advise follow your passion, but really be honest with yourself, because there are some choices once made you do not unmake. Always remember this. There are some choices, once they are made, they cannot really be unmade. Now, ultimately, everything changes, yes. So that which is made will eventually become that which is unmade in terms of your experience of change. But ultimately, you must keep in mind that there are some choices where you cannot really go back after that. So a powerful time leap is one of those choices. So just be honest with yourself. If that's really what you want, then sure, go for it. That is our final advice. And of course, have fun.
Yes. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Our unconditional love to you and to all members of your Earth and human family and all beings. We will speak to you again soon. Aveo. Okay, great.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Of course, you are very welcome. It is always a pleasure to see you, my friend. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful morning in Tokyo.
Yes.
Tokyo, excellent, excellent. All right. Well, until next time, Mori.
Yeah, thank you so much. Next time.
Oh, well, next time. Bye-bye.